Why you become a signal when you're walking in your power. So when you're walking in your power, you become a signal. So you're no longer a personality because a personality is still kind of made up. So you are a signal, you're authentic. Now, a signal doesn't always bring in good things, and a lot of the time it brings in a lot of bad. Sorry, did I say good and bad? I mean aligned and unaligned. So now that you're aware that now you're authentic, you are not a personality, you are a signal, you need to know that signals do three things to the system: they expose, they interrupt, and they collapse all authority. So the system, call it the matrix, call it the program, call it entities, parasites, archonic thought forms, wounded egos on autopilot. They don't argue with you directly. They use people, not like how we are used in a good way. These people are not used because they're special. They're used because they're available. They are weak, and most of them are in a very, very, very low vibration. Why specifically you are targeted? Because authenticity is radioactive to illusion. You're not performing spirituality, you are it. You're not rehearsing truth, you are it. And you are not outsourcing your knowing, you are it. And when someone walks like that, speaks like that, moves like that, the program cannot rewrite them. So it tries to doubt them out of their selves. Not attack your body, not attack your resources first, attack your self-trust. Because once a sovereign being doubts their own inner compass, they hand their wheel back. Why it comes through people you didn't invite? Because the matrix doesn't have access to you anymore. No direct access. So it comes through insecure friends, wounded family members, spiritual people that feel threatened, authority figures who sense less of control, random strangers who are irrationally provoked by your simple existence. These people are not masterminds, they are ports. They will say things like, "Are you sure? You're changing. You're doing too much. Who do you think you are? You're fake. That's not realistic." Like, none of this is about you guys, yeah? This is the system telling you to return to your assigned lane using weak people that are in their assigned lane. The energetic law beneath it all. Here's the part they don't want spoken plainly. When you walk in truth, you withdraw consent from the collective delusion. And consent is the only fuel illusion has. So when the system panics, not loudly, but strategically, it sends mirrors designed to make you second guess yourself and your journey. Your intuition, your memory, your perception, your worth, your authority. If it can make you wrong, it will try to make you unsure of yourself. Why doubt is the chosen weapon? Because doubt slows creation, and we all know that. Well, most of you do. Fear freezes, anger burns, but doubt loops. It keeps powerful beings circling and questioning instead of walking forward with the answer that is already inside them. That is why the interface ramps up right when you are aligned. Not when you're lost, not when you're small, but when you're clear. Here is the kicker, and I will not soften this. Any of the people that attack you or are triggered by you as you rise, it is because your frequency is making them have a self-recognition spiritual crisis. Your light is asking them, why aren't you living in truth? And instead of answering the question, they try to dim the question by trying to dim you. The antidote is easy, and I'm not going to lie, I do not stick to all of it because I like it a little bit of retaliation, you know me. Anyway, as I was saying, you don't defend, you don't explain, you remain consistent. Truth does not argue, it continues. Now, the one thing I'm not good at is not arguing back, but I'm good at arguing. Now, because this is still giving them energy, and the truth of the matter is they're worthless to me, but as I always say, I was taught to give to the needy, and I've got more than enough energy to go around. But guys, this isn't the way forward, and this is why. Every time you stay rooted, calm, unbothered, unshaken, you break a spell without even saying a word and chop off more of the chains from the matrix. And this is why they're bothered. This is why they continue more when you ignore them, but then slope off into the dark. It gets worse before it gets better because they are literally clutching at straws, guys. It gets so much worse before it gets better, but they will leave quicker. If you continue to argue with this person, they will take that energy because they've got none. Your energy is like gold dust to them, whether it's negative or it's positive. And even if you're saying bad things to them, you're still giving them energy. And they try not to stop because something in them knows you're not confused. You're not lost and you're not pretending. You remembered exactly who you are. And the Matrix hates a soul that remembers. So it brings in all its little minions to try and stop you. But stay luminous, guys.